put in work, my heart on my sleeve, and feelings on my shirt. I don't give a fuck, I gotta get that paper. Got goons on the payroll, we can't stand haters. They watching me, yeah, they watching me. Smooth swag studies with witnesses watching me. They complaining I'm hip, they talking about my shit. I treat them like toilet paper, wipe me down tricks. Money is my motive, now my objective. I use my goons for the cause, yeah, more effective. I use the tater on that hammer like a contraceptive. His head exploded like a bomb, radioactive. We stole and hit the bar, the old DC star. It's the press Pedro, you know who I are. I get the weed by the pound, all over the town. All your haters, yeah, you better get down.
Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green.
Some real shit, I'm the hottest nigga out here. Everywhere I go, I walk around like I don't care. Them boys been chasing me since I was young, man, it ain't fair. This weight on my shoulder getting heavy, kinda hard to bear. My baby getting older, my checks are getting smaller. My side job been working, man, my pocket's still hurting. Every time I start to talk, bitch niggas always blurting. These bitches still faking, man, I'm tired of all this flirting. Beginning in when I'm rolling out, talking shit I'm not about. Keep it moving and shut your mouth. You fucking with a nigga that's from the south. East on beach, you know it's true. Grab my gat, grab my crew. Southside niggas coming through. We putting in work, what we do, you know we did. For the whole crew, 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles for you and you and you and you and me. I'm a G, rapping for the whole DMV. Hey, hey, pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies.
Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennies. Pass me a blunt and a light for my green.
put in work. My heart on my sleeve and feelings on my shirt. I don't give a fuck, I gotta get that paper. Got goons on the payroll, we can't stand haters. They watching me, yeah, they watching me. Smooth swag studies with witnesses watching me. They complaining I'm hip, they talking about my shit. I treat them like toilet paper, wipe me down tricks. Money is my motive, now my objective. I use my goons for the cause, yeah, more effective. I use the tater on that hammer like a contraceptive. His head exploded like a bomb, radioactive. We stole and hit the bar, the old DC star. It's the press Pedro, you know who I are. I get the weed by the pound, all over the town. All your haters, yeah, you better get down.
Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery.
Some real shit, I'm the hottest nigga out here. Everywhere I go, I walk around like I don't care. Them boys been chasing me since I was young, man, it ain't fair. This weight on my shoulder getting heavy, kinda hard to bear. My baby getting older, my checks are getting smaller. My side job been working, man, my pocket's still hurting. Every time I start to talk, bitch niggas always blurting. These bitches still faking, man, I'm tired of all this flirting. Beginning in when I'm rolling out, talking shit I'm not about. Keep it moving and shut your mouth. Fucking with a nigga that's from the south. East on beach, you know it's true. Grab my gat, grab my crew. Southside niggas coming through. We putting in work, what we do? You know we did. For the whole crew. 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles for you and you and you and you and me. I'm a G, rapping for the whole DMV. Hey, hey, pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy.
Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery. Pass me a cup with some ice for my Hennessy. Pass me a blunt and a light for my greenery.
She treated me like us and keep on asking me for more. The niggas in the corner, they was lighting up the throat. She said something's on fire, baby, I smell smoke. But she was reaching in my pockets trying to take my cash. I was reaching in the panties about to take that ass. And if y'all niggas in the corner that be lighting up drunk, we like the song say again, get some rum and coke. Cause I drink rum and Coca-Cola. We at this party till it's over.
Yes, indeed. All right, all right. WutSayU podcast. We on episode number 3 mode, holiday hype. Yeah, hyperinflation, hype everything. And let's see, give me just a second. I keep saying to get a stream deck. It would make things a lot easier here. All right, get you in the mix. How you doing today? I'm doing well. All right. And got Blue Phoenix in the house on the air. All right, and I'm getting the camera work going so we can all see you. All right. And Pedro couldn't be with us today. Pedro is enjoying his voyage on a cruise ship. Right. He absolutely. There you go. Now I got to get myself on here because yeah. All right, I got to get myself in the mix.
Can't hear her or see her. Can't hear her or see her. Only you.
Okay. All right. 1 second. I'm getting the signal that we can't hear you, so we're gonna get your audios together. Not sure why. Let me see here. Man, you know, and I was saying up and down that I got this whole sound thing worked out. Funny how that happens. Okay. You know what? I think I know what it is. Yeah, we might need this on. Okay. Boom. Okay, I think we can hear you now.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, listen, I'm getting some doubling up here, so let me see. Must be on my other. Okay, that audio is good. Okay, I'm a
Craziness of technology, I tell you.
absolutely. And I'm sure it's not you, it's me. So I gotta find out where this where it's coming from. Okay, try it now.
Okay, so you said you heard like an echo or something?
Yeah, it's a slight echo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, actually it's not too bad now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, what say you? As you can see with the title on the screen, holiday hype: the joy of giving, or bah humbug. And before we get into that, as usual, I always like to ask my guest, or should I say my co-host, how her weekend went. How's your weekend?
My weekend is a blur because I honestly don't remember what happened. It went so fast. Like, what happened this weekend? We were home. It was just a stay at home with the kids type of weekend.
Okay.
It was pretty chill.
Okay. That's cool. Well, you know, for me, pretty much, out and about this weekend. There was a Scottish Christmas parade going on in Old Town.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Also, geez, I can't even remember the rest of the weekend how it went. Watched.
That's why you just went a blur.
Yeah, that's how it seems to be. Like when it gets towards the end of the year, it's like a blur. Watch the Washington game.
I see.
Yeah, ended with a tie. Like I've never seen that before. I was thinking, okay, they got to play this out on some sudden death until, you know what I'm saying. But that was cool. Edge of your seat, nail biting type of thing. You know what I'm saying.
Who they play?
They played the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Giants.
Okay.
I mean, Giants. I could care for them, care less for them, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's the Giants. You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna make sure I get your link here, and gonna do a couple new things here since there's so much going on, and I call this one holiday hype because it's the holiday season. You know, whatever you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Ramadan, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, you know, and I'm sure there's others, you know what I'm saying? You know, those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head, you know, so hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but it's a holiday season, and, you know, despite what's going on, wars going on, you know, Eastern Europe, you know, crime in the streets, inflation, like I mentioned before, gas prices are crazy, a lot of layoffs, even from the giant tech companies, a lot of scary things. But guess what, Weezy? You still got to come through with them presents. Doesn't matter what's going on.
Nothing.
You still got to come
That's
through.
true, though. You know, no one thinks about any of that. They're like, where's my gift?
Right, exactly. So, you know, you still got to come through with it, especially for the men out there. You know, not to step on the ladies' toe. I know. For all the ladies that are doing it on their own and you know, getting it in and getting their grind on and making that money, it's not a knock. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the ladies, and please step in if I'm wrong, because Pedro's not here to back me up. You know, he's not here to take the blows from me. You know what I'm saying? But back me up if I'm wrong. For the ladies, it's like, oh, it's okay, it's all right. You know, you can only do what you can do. You know, you just gotta try. You know, do something like this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? But for the guys, it's whatever. You better go out there, sell flowers on the corner. You better go ring that bell in the Santa outfit. You better, you know, take some, you know, the kids on Santa's lap with the pictures at the mall. You better get a second job at the damn Target. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Put y'all through so much.
Yeah. And you know, and I'm not saying that that the ladies. I mean, look, hey, men or women, whatever, you know. It's all about making it happen. You know what I mean? Because to me, you know, the holiday season, it's for a time of gathering, a time of family to come together. Yeah. Of course, you know, the feast is set up. You know what I mean? You know, and it's especially for the children when it comes to the gifts. You know, their favorite toy, video game, whatever the trend is. And I don't know. You know, sometimes I feel like we forgot that, because as soon as you know, the kids are done trick or treating, eating that candy, you go to the store the next day, they got the holiday music on blast. Right.
If it wasn't on before Halloween, I went to some stores and it was Christmas stuff out, and I'm like, it's October 15th. What are y'all doing?
Yeah. True
it's
story.
Ridiculous.
I know. You know, just and of course the Christmas movies. Me and wifey, we like to. All right, y'all gonna get me for this. I'm probably gonna get it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of, you know, me and wifey, we like to watch the little, you know, holiday movies. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know that's on some geek shit, but you know, we like that. You know.
No, I like it too. Every year, I am watching all the new love, romance, holiday movies. I do it all the time.
Right. I'm more into like the comedy ones. You know what I mean? Like Ernest goes to Christmas, Ernest Christmas or whatever.
Oh my goodness!
See, I'm going way back. National Lampoon Christmas.
No, but that is so funny. Yes.
Christmas with the Cranks. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness!
You know, and Friday.
Yes,
you know,
those
Friday.
Are good movies.
You know, is it next Friday? Yeah, next Friday.
It's Friday after next.
Friday after next. Excuse me. So that's a classic. And of course, I like to watch the action adventure like Reindeer Games. Yes, it's a Christmas movie.
Goodness.
And Die Hard. Yes, it's a Christmas movie.
Well, that's an argument.
Right.
Because it happens around Christmas. It's the holiday time, so I guess it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, and
that is so funny.
And Christmas isn't Christmas without watching Bad Santa. Gotta watch Bad Santa.
Oh my God.
You know.
So are you a Home Alone watcher?
Sorry, say again?
Yes. I said, are you a Home Alone watcher?
Oh, yeah. Well, Home Alone 1 and 2. Home Alone 3, you can...
Yeah, the other ones are kind of,
I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
Right.
The originals.
Yeah, but we thank y'all out there in the DMV, in America, around the world, for tuning in to WutSayU. As you can see, it's very bare bones. You know, we're still... working the kinks out, trying to make it do what it do, making something out of nothing, like a lot of us are doing this holiday season. Okay, all right, because you know it's a rough one for a lot of people. You know, and we can't forget that not to get too personal, but there's some people that who may not be of good health at the moment, because that's one thing that we forget about too, is that health is the greatest gift. You know what I'm saying? So there's someone personal in my life that's going through something. So prayers and shouts out to you, to the family, and also to anybody who's going through it this holiday season. So I thought I'd take a little second to put that out there.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, okay. So
and even all of those who are missing loved ones, and all those that are missing loved ones, and just aren't feeling up to it, just know that regardless if they're here or not, they still love you, and take that love that you aren't able to give to them and pour to others during this time of year.
Okay, and I'm sorry, pause for a second. All right, let's try that again. Let's do that on the mono. Okay, yeah, I was still having that issue with the echo again, which I didn't get the last time, which is really weird. Oh, you know what? I think let's try this. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Say what you were saying.
Let me see. No, I was saying, and for those that are missing family during this time of year, those family during this time of year, those with lost one, can you hear me?
I can, but I'm still getting the echo. That's the strangest thing. Okay.
That is so weird. That is so weird. Okay. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me check the audio. How does that sound?
Say it again.
How does that sound?
And talk.
Does that sound better?
Yes.
Does that sound better?
No, now it doesn't.
Huh?
I don't know if you're on two mics or.
No, it's I have my headphones in. I have my headphones in. And how does that sound?
So it's the weirdest thing. Like you talk, and I can hear.
Oh, wait a minute, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
That is crazy. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. Like what's happening is you would talk and it's fine, and then the echo would come in like 2 seconds later.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
Maybe I should take my headphones out. You think that might work? Maybe I should take my headphones out. You think that might work?
That might work.
Okay. Let me try. How's that?
Okay, say something again.
Something again.
Perfect. Yes, perfect.
So it's the headphones. Okay, that's weird. So it's the headphones. Because these are skull candy, and they're supposed to be great headphones. So we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. And now it's happening again. That's the weirdest thing. Oh my gosh. And I keep pushing the.
It might be on my end. It might be on my end. Let me see if you get an echo, because it might be on my side. And then see if you get an echo, because it might be on my side.
Okay. All right.
Now I just unmuted.
Yeah, it did it again.
So it's probably my phone.
Okay. All right. Okay, try it again.
Okay. What do you hear now?
Yeah, it's still doing that echo thing. That's the weirdest thing. That is strange.
That is so strange. That is. Let me see.
Oh wait, now it's stopped.
I wonder, D.
Now it stopped.
I wonder, D. Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys, this is what happens. You have living color issues, and it's okay. And living color
Yeah.
issues, and
And
it's
then
okay.
then it gets taken out in the edit. Wow. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that is strange.
What I was saying. Is what I was saying. Is it an echo again? Is it an echo again?
Yeah, it is.
That is crazy. That is crazy. You want me to try to go out and come back in?
Let's do that. Let's do that so we can get to the next segment. Yeah. So come out,
Okay.
go out,
Okay.
come on back in. Oh, you know. Let me do this. Oh, that's not gonna work. Shit. Okay, I see you on my screen. All right. Okay, let's hear you talk.
I am back. How does it sound?
Okay, it's a little better in that it's a slight reverb, but I can deal with it.
Okay, so I got to give me some different headphones then,
Yeah, that might
so
be.
I can. Yeah.
And I need to do some more tests on my system because it was fine when I tested it out earlier. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you probably can't see the screen, but I'm gonna coach you through it. So what I'm doing is something new. I'm gonna call it for now the Crossfire Speed Round. Okay, and what I mean by that is I'm gonna pick out some topics, or should I say the top 5? Yeah, let's call it top 5. Top 5. What say you? That means the top 5, in my opinion. And I use that loosely because there's so many important things going on, but this is mostly the ratchet shit, the bullshit, if you want to say, that's going on in the rumor mill, little politics, a little, sub extra here, okay? And I'm gonna begin. So let's see. First one on deck, the Deion Sanders $29.5 million deal with the University of Colorado. What say you?
I heard about that. Isn't a lot of people having like an issue with that deal? There was someone talking about maybe he should take it or maybe he should. Like, what was, I did not read up on it, but I did hear, of course, backlash.
I'm getting an echo from you again, but I'll answer your question while I try to fix it. Yeah, so as far as I know, yes, $29.5 million deal with the University of Colorado, the Buffaloes. And as you know, Deion Sanders was previously head coaching for Jackson State University.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. I can't even say that was big. That is a big deal. And the reason why is because it brings notoriety to HBCUs. he was leading the charge as far as getting more eyes focused on HBCU. So because of him going to Jackson State University, there was a lot more press. There was a lot more opportunities for athletes there to be known and seen by NFL recruits, possibly for Division I transfers in some cases, you had some All-Americans wanting to join Jackson State, and also Deion Sanders encouraging students, more black students, to apply and attend HBCUs to try to get more money up so they can get those big dollars, the equipment, the sponsorships, the endorsements, and things of that sort that your Division I schools receive, like your Notre Dames, your Dukes of the world, your Carolina Tar Heels and such. He wasn't getting I'm not gonna say he wasn't getting a whole lot. I mean, $350K allegedly. That's
about to say about 400,000, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's nothing to scoff at. I mean, 300. Hey, that's dope. But when you get a deal, $29.5 million, which equals about $5 million, I think four and some change million a year. That's a huge contract. So Deion Sanders, he made a move, and according to what he said, you either get terminated or you get elevated as a black coach, whether it's in the NFL or on the collegiate level. And some people took it as okay, he did a couple of years with Jackson State, and he's just moving on to the next level. And others, including myself, I'm not gonna. I'm like, stick it out for a few more years, since the trend is growing. That'll hopefully get other retired NFL players to start coaching at HBCUs and providing more opportunities. And I attended the HBCU myself, Morgan State, so I was partial to that. So So risking an echo. What's your opinion on it?
It's so hard not to be biased in this, because of course it's an HBCU. So you're like, why did you stay there? And all the facts that you were stating, you would think he would want to stay there. But again, that's the money. And it's like, does he really need the money? Who knows? We don't know what he needs. It's a better opportunity for him, I guess. So I honestly am not sure if I was in that predicament what I would do.
Yeah.
Now, where I am now, I would probably, because of it's an HBCU, and I would want to bring more recognition and more attention and more funding and everything there, I would probably want to stay there. But then again, I don't know what I would do in that predicament, so I'm not really too sure. I guess he did what was best for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you look at, I know apples to oranges, but if you recall, Dave Chappelle, he had a deal sitting in front of him with Comedy Central. I think at the time it was huge. I think it was was it $50 million at the time? $50 million. Which is still big now, you know what I mean? But he was like, man, if I sell out, I guess the hell out. And, he was like, audience, correct me if I'm wrong, he was, he didn't have the creative control that he really wanted to have at Comedy Central. So
he wouldn't have had that,
Yeah, so because of that, he broke out to Africa somewhere, chilled out, you know what I mean? Everybody was like, are you crazy? Why are you going to give up $50 million? But, you look at what's going on now, and the rest is history. Like, he sells out seats, arenas. He's the hottest comedian out since, I don't know, man. Just the hottest comedian out since, most people say Pryor, most people say Murphy at his prime, right. Most people. But, yeah, he's super hot. So he stuck to his guns, and it paid off and prevailed. Even to this day, you can't even cancel him. Like, that's how
right.
big it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one. Yay on Alex Jones. But what about Jerry Jones? Did you get a chance to see that? It was a bizarre interview. I saw it with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West on...
oh, my goodness.
He was with Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes. That was a dangerous combination. Napalm. Atomic energy.
That
was crazy. Masked up.
I just don't know Ye is, it's like you really have to listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's playing crazy. And it's a lot of things that he says that makes a lot of sense, you know.
Right.
But Ye, I think, really needs to sit down for a little bit and collect himself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, he has an amazing mind, but I don't think he's expressing it. I don't know. Ye just needs to sit down for a little bit. He just needs to sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, I agree, and you know, me and my brother and other friends, you know, we go back and forth about him, which I'm like, why are we wasting so much energy on this? There's so many things going on, but I think it's because when he first came out, you know, he was very relatable. I talked about this on the I guess the second episode that we did. The Ye, Kyrie Irving, and Dave Chappelle debate or you know, discussion with Pedro, and I was like, you know, you could relate to him. You know, he wasn't talking about, you know, selling drugs and shooting dudes up and, you know what I mean, all that stuff that was well, even today still in the music. He would talk about folding clothes at the Gap, and he's eating KFC with his girl. Like, you know, dang, when are they gonna, you know, Popeyes with this girl, like, when they gonna, you know, look at me? I mean, you know, why aren't they gonna sign me? He talked about, you know, spending the night in Common's studio, in No ID studio. You know what I mean? Just waiting for a chance for people to hear his beats. You know what I mean? And giving out his beats for damn near free, even though they were ahead of his time.
True. That's true.
So I guess that's the Kanye that we all fell in love with, and now there's him now. And you know, it's a microcosm to life. Everybody grows, everybody finds their own path, forges their own way. He did really well as far as the $1 billion deals and all that, and then lost it, along with his mind sometimes, it seems. But he had a lot of comments on that interview. Some comic relief too. He did some funny things on there. And he made some more comments about them folks, you know, like, you know, he was doing some of that, you know what I'm saying? But he's I guess his main statement is that he wants to, I guess, be fully independent. He doesn't want to be signed under anybody. He doesn't want to be under anyone's boot. He just wants to create.
And that makes, I understand that. I understand that. It's like you're kind of chained when you're under contract. And, you know, a lot of independent artists who are amazing, and they're not picked up by the main labels, and they're not heard. You have to have that marketing money. And I think honestly that's the marketing. I mean, the labels come in, they have the money, they have the funding to put you out there.
1 second, we get that echo again. All right, 1 second. Okay. Okay, that's right. Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no, I'm saying that the independent artists, though they may not have as much access to marketing and as much access to the jewelry or whatever, it's freedom. And so I understand why he wants to be on his own. You can have more control, but it's Kanye. So it's like a lot of things happened since his mom been gone, you know. And honestly, he's still a genius. You know, he's still a genius to me. We're used to the old Kanye. We're used to Kanye, not Ye or Ye. But there's something there. It's like he just really needs a breakthrough and some help.
Okay. All right. Okay. And let's see. What's the next one? Oh, and that was a two-parter. What about Jerry Jones? So, not sure if you saw this, but Jerry Jones, he was subject to a recent controversy himself. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, You know, so you know, I don't, you know, whatever to him. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. So anyway. But yeah, so with him, there was a recent, not a recent, I'm sorry, a picture, a photo from the 19, I guess 50s, I think 50s, late 40s, early 50s or so, where he, along with a group of other young white, riffraff, they were harassing black students. You know, I'm trying to keep the language cool. You know, black students, going to school. And we've seen those pictures before. We've seen old footage and videos before. During the beginning or heights of desegregation, I forgot what it was, versus the Board of Education. The ruling saying that, you know, students, both black and white, can attend the same school. You know, students of color and the dominant society can attend the same school. Well, these boys were going to school that day, and I guess going there for the first time. You know, desegregation, and he was amongst the other white fellas throwing things at the boys. You know, using language and, you know, just giving them a hard way to go. At least that's what I got from the picture. And it didn't show Jerry Jones necessarily in action, but he was right there along with them. And it wasn't so much that he was in the picture, because, hey, you know, that was America during a certain time. And that is not to give an excuse. But, you know, if you've ever been around older white folks, and, you know, you're just talking to them, having a conversation, and they might, you know, describe someone as, oh yeah, the colored fella, and you're like, whoa, colored, whoa, you know what I mean? But they're from that time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving leeway or anything, so don't come for me. But you get where I'm coming from. So their thing about it was Jerry Jones, as far as I know, and you correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't apologized for that photo, or hasn't. I
don't think he has. But the thing is, what amazes me is how close those times were. That was what, 60-something years ago?
Not that long ago.
67 years. That's not that long. Mm-hmm. And this man was alive back then to taunt another child. Whether he did it or not, I'm pretty sure he did. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, it was so close, like a snap of a finger, and that happened yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so prevalent still to this day. Should he apologize for something he did as a child, a teenager? Should he be subjected to do that? I don't think now.
Take your time.
Right.
Take your time. It's only Tuesday.
Jerry Jones. I mean, has he had history of, like, it's Jerry Jones?
Right.
First of all, it's accountable. It's Jerry Jones. He needs to apologize for that. That's what he needs to apologize for. Yeah. But no, seriously, I don't know if he should have to apologize, but I think he should acknowledge that, and maybe say at that time, you know, I was doing it was wrong. But I think people should not be held. They should be held against them for their past life. You know, like I said, that wasn't the time. There's no excuse. He should acknowledge it and you know, say something about it. I don't think he should have to apologize unless he wants to apologize to the people that he was taunting. And that goes for, you know, like with the what's that child name? Tiffany Haddish and Aaron Spears and that whole debacle. That was hard. That was rough. You know, that was rough. Mm-hmm. And people get dragged just like they were going after Kevin Hart for something he said years ago, and they go after everybody for things that I said years ago at a time where we weren't as sensitive. Now, I'm not saying that the Jerry Jones situation is one of those situations, but we tend to go way back and try to make people apologize for that part of their life that they're no longer living in or active in. So I'm not necessarily sure he has to apologize, but I think he should acknowledge it.
I agree. I agree with that. And my thing is, you know, to make it fair across the board, as you mentioned with the Kevin Hart situation, Ari Spears, Tiffany Haddish, and, those things. If you're gonna go after us for past transgressions, you have to go after those other folks for past transgressions too, or call it off. Either or.
Right.
If you're gonna, you got to keep it consistent across the board. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Which is something that we have yet to see in the society. You know what I'm saying?
It's never ever going to be equal, consistent. It's never going to have the same riot as one does. And it's like the torches and the pitchforks come out for the smallest things when
that we do.
You're going to we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that was a time, like you said, that was a time. Yeah. That was the time then. We're not sure if he still thinks that way, if he still treats people that way, but we can't do that. We can't keep doing that. I don't think it's right.
Yeah, I completely agree. And there's so many other examples. There's another one, and we're going to move on to the next one after this. Deshaun Watson just got back to the I want to say the Browns, I think. And he had a case, he had a court case, and as far as I know, it was found. I think it was found that there was no evidence, to say as to what happened between him and a lady, and there was another reporter, can't recall her name, Sam. Anyway, white lady, you know what I mean? She was straight up Miss Ann Karening it out, you know what I'm saying, with the tears and the, he needs to be punished more, he needs to be suspended more, and blase blah, whoop-de-woo, and I'm like, whoa, where was the smoke for Chad Wheeler, who's giving, his girlfriend two pieces and roundhouse kicks? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Damn near killed the woman. Then you got Ben Roethlisberger locking chicks up in the bathroom, and this was known.
And I was like, what? What am I doing?
Right. But I bet you Ben's going to be in that Hall of Fame, though. You know what I mean? So it's right. So, make it fair across the board. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody knows the name, you can leave it in the chat. All good. I hate, being inaccurate with the news, but yeah. Good talk on that. It's got to be some changes made. Anyway, so the next one, the third one, here it goes. And this right here, I almost made the topic about this, and I might do that for the next What Say You, but T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach affair suspended from Good Morning America. Not sure if you know about this.
I didn't hear about that. Yeah. I did not.
So, T.J. Holmes is married. Amy Robach is married. Not to each other. They have their, T.J. Holmes is married to his wife, and Amy Robach's married to her husband. They're on the same show, Good Morning America, and it looks like, they have been seen with each other, walking around, holding hands, PDA, things like this, and they got found out. They had an affair. Looks like that affair has been going on for a while, and they've been suspended from Good Morning America.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just lost your visual. Hopefully you'll come back in, but I can hear you, so we can still comment.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So he got suspended from Good Morning America, as did she, I believe. Well, at least they're both off the air at this moment. I haven't heard any updates on if anyone's been fired or anything. But yeah, that is messy. And not too long ago, in recent weeks, if not months, Udeke, I forgot his name, works for coached for the Boston Celtics. Yeah. I want to say it's Nia Long's ex now.
Yeah, that's her. I don't know if it's an ex, but he was her boyfriend.
Yeah. Got caught up in the mix. So I was like, dang, the next show needs to be about the whole, how far does it go when you have that work husband?
Work wife.
Knock on wood. Yes, absolutely. Right. And of course, it's getting a lot of attention because it's black men doing this at work. Now, we're not the only ones who get caught up. Okay?
You're just the only ones who get exposed.
Exactly. So I mean, what say you on this comment while I try to get you back on the screen?
Yeah, I agree. You don't hear too many exposés or too many
Mm-hmm.
talking about affairs at work on live unless it's us. It's so weird. Why was that exploited? And I get that that goes against your contract. You're not supposed to fraternize with coworkers. You're not supposed to, that's what they call it, not insubordination, but code of conduct, right?
Right.
I don't understand why it's always blown up. And why was the other gentleman, Neil Long's boyfriend, why was that such a big news thing? Why was that so newsworthy?
Well, it's just, it's just having an affair at work. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but the way they blew it up, and I think they blew it up more than I think it was the four people that got killed in Mexico. Wasn't that going around at the same time? They got killed by carbon monoxide, and I think in the Airbnb in Mexico.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think they were blowing all that up and was forgetting about the people in Mexico.
Right. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, I think it was four black students, right?
They were teachers. I'm not sure if all of them were teachers. I know at least one or two. I think they were teachers. They went on a trip.
Yeah.
It was some students too. It's been a lot going on, but I think at that time they were teachers that went on the trip. Yeah.
Wow. Say word. Wow. That's crazy. Jeez, I didn't even. You're right. That was going on, and wow, man. So sometimes I'm like, is it my fault for not paying attention and not prioritizing what's really important?
I don't know, because
or is
so
it the
much
media that does that trickery?
Yeah, it's the confusion is like the umbrella. Hey, look over here, watch this. It's like the old, it's the slip of the hand, or and it's like you forget. But it's always so much going on, and it's like it's just it's crazy.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and yeah, you're right. Like, why is it such big news? I mean, look, we'll talk about that's going to be the next topic, the work wife, work husband thing, how things get caught up. Because me and my wife, we were talking about it earlier. We was like, you know what? When you think about it, depending on what kind of job that you have, especially, let's talk about in the media industry, okay? Especially when it comes to the news, it's a whole lot of attractive people up in that office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of attractive ladies in that office, and for the ladies, a lot of attractive guys, and whatever else you're into, it's all there. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're around them and you're in that studio 40 plus hours a week, okay, you're around your work partner,
work people more than your regular partner.
regular, yeah. So much so that you know more about her life. Like, in my case, I'll know more about her life than I'll know about my own wife at home sometimes, because they're telling you all their issues, they're telling you all their problems. So I don't know what was going on at home with TJ Holmes. I mean, for all I know, his wife was probably giving him all kinds of hard times or whatever.
Right.
Or he might just be a dog like that, because allegedly there might be another situation coming out that involves him. But that's, I'm not going to comment on that because it's rumor right now. So I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But as far as what's been confirmed with that situation, you know what I mean? You'll never know how how that goes. And then on the other side of things, I know I'm talking a lot, but for Amy Roback, same thing. And if TJ Holmes gets the smoke for this, which I know he will, Amy Roback better get the same amount.
Exactly.
Right. I'm talking about, I better not see Amy Roback on a TV show, 2 months from now. You know what I'm saying? Talking about good morning. You know what I'm saying? On freaking Fox or wherever. Fox won't pick her ass up. She's blonde, so Fox probably won't pick her ass up. But you know what I'm saying? And then TJ Holmes, he's on daggone YouTube. You know what I'm saying? With Charleston White talking about.
Not with Charleston White.
You know what I mean? Getting it in like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charleston White. That dude he's off the chain. He's off the chain. But yeah, so much to unpack on that. I was like, man, that's gonna have to be a whole show. That's gonna have to be a whole
It's
show.
a lot to say, definitely.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so next one. Okay, this one we're gonna tread lightly, all right, because this is YouTube. Boosie responds to Gabrielle Union about Zaya Wade. She was
Oh,
yeah. We're gonna tread lightly. Zaya Wade is still a minor. We all may have opinions about it. I have my opinions, whatever. But you've probably heard the opinions that Boosie has been saying about Zaya. For those who don't know, going through a transition, son of, and I use that term, son, of D Wade, Dwayne Wade, championship player for the Miami Heat, former Miami championship player, and Gabrielle Union, but that's not Gabrielle Union's natural child. That's from D Wade's first marriage. Yeah, and he has I think two other children.
I think it's two other boys.
Yeah, all by the first wife. I think. Yeah. So anyway, and Zaya is transitioning. That seems to be the thing going on. So, and Boosie had a lot to say about it. And there's been some controversy behind it, being as though both Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are very high profile, and they support their child's D Wade's child's decision. The natural mother not so much, and that's a whole nother topic as well, because she's been going through a lot with that. And Boosie had a lot of strong words to say about Zaya, going on that journey. And Gabrielle Union responded by pretty much, and I don't have the recording with me right now, but pretty much saying, hey, Boosie, why are you so concerned about, who's sleeping with who, or who, what everybody's into or whatever. You might have some D on the brain or something, blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. And Boosie responded to saying, everybody knows I like the ladies, I like women, and, pretty much calling Gabrielle a sellout, and called her a white girl, go read the script. And that's quoting Boosie. So there's a lot there. Before I get into more, what say you?
Boosie has been on them from the jump, But the only thing I'm going to say about this situation, I honestly believe he's too young. I think they should have waited. I honestly believe he's too young for this transition. Yeah. And it's so crazy, the push. Why the push?
Yeah.
That's the only issue I'm having. Like, let him grow up, because then he might change his mind. That happens. There are stories where a lot of men have transitioned, and they wish they did not. They wish they never had the surgery. Allow him to grow up and come into his own, then he can think about what he wants to do. If he really wants to have that surgery, it's hormones involved in stuff. It's just a lot of things involved that should not be put in children. And children don't know what they want. Hell, adults barely know what we want. You think a child, when he's 13 or 14, knows what they want with their body?
Yeah, so true.
Come on.
Yeah, so true. And there's a lot that could there's a lot that could go wrong with surgeries like that. And let me make this clear. As an adult, whatever decision you make for yourself is a decision that you make. It doesn't affect me either way. I mean, I still got to go. I still got to work. I still got to pay my bills. I still got to make sure the family's straight, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
All. If Caitlyn Jenner wants to do what she did, hey, that's on her at the end of the day. But when it comes to minors, children under 18, who one day, and you have daughters, yes.
Yes, I have 3 daughters and 2 sons.
3 daughters, 2. Okay, there you go. So one day, Junior, not saying his name's Junior, but one day Junior wants to play the drums. The next day he wants an art set. Or one day your daughter wants to be on the cheerleading squad. Then the next day she's talking about, now I want to go to track and field. You done bought the pom-poms, the skirt, the shoes.
I've had these conversations.
Yeah.
In my house, they are so wishy-washy. I don't even know what to do. Which is why I'm like, you don't even know if you want to wear that shirt today. How can you make a decision that big? That is a lifelong decision.
Yeah,
that is not something that a child, and I know you want to be supportive of your children, but there's just some things you cannot, like, hey,
no, baby, we need to talk about this. We need to go to therapy. We need to figure this out. You need to understand what this is going to do, what this is not going to do, how it's going to affect you when you're older. What if you want children and you can't do, it's just, I think money and fame sometimes corrupts the mind. Or doesn't give you like clarity, and it kind of makes you feel like no, this is still a child. I just, like you said, when you're a child, it's just some things that you just should not allow them to do.
Yeah, I agree, and going back to what you were saying, so that those hormones might will kick in, right? I might say will kick in later on, and he might be like, you know what, I thought I wanted to do this, that, and the other,
Right.
but now, I can't, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I met Stephanie, you know what I'm saying, in my biology class. I'm
Right.
liking her, and plus, she likes dudes that have on the Timbs and the and the jeans and the blah blah blah. I kind of
Right.
want
Like,
to, you know what I mean?
never
Because
know.
yeah, and that's real talk. As a boy growing up to a man, there were certain cues that I took to form who I am today, based on the girls I was attracted to.
Yeah.
No lie, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know which way, Zaya goes or whatever, and that's not
Right.
for me to, my
Right.
hands off of that. He's a minor, you know what I'm
He's
saying?
a
But-
child. Boys
Yeah.
don't like girls for real. Girls don't like boys for real until they get a little bit older. He's at that age where he may start to like girls or boys, whatever you're attracted to. But allow your child to get to a point where they understand, because their mind is not fully developed. They have curiosities. Okay. Let them develop. Maybe 20, 21,
Yeah,
25.
20, 21, if he's still on that kind of time, then, more
Then
power
he
to you. Do what you got to do.
So you should be able to understand. 25, you should be able to know like what you want to do, what you don't want to do. But this 13, 14, it's just too young.
Yeah, it's too much, and you have to remember, they live out in La La Land, Hollywood. You know what I mean? So Hollyweird. So they're around a different circle. They're around a different bubble. You know what I mean? They're kids that go to school with the artsy fartsy kids. Private school. You know what I mean? The mentality is different there than from when I went to Northwestern or when you went to where you went. You know what I mean? It's a whole different ball game, and then you add to that. He's with Gabrielle Union, who's been in Hollywood and all forever. She's gonna run with whatever the trend is. She gonna run with it. Even if it's at the expense, unfortunately, of the kids. Right? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot there, and I know that D Wade's ex, the mother of the child, she's made a lot of protest about that type of decision.
But he has full custody of the children. She doesn't have much say, right?
No, she doesn't, and that's
and that is so not fair.
Yeah,
that's not right.
Yeah,
and he just looks like he's in such a trance.
Yeah,
D-Wade does not look the same.
No,
he doesn't look the same.
He doesn't. I don't know. There must be something about Gabrielle.
Yeah, something about her. We won't go into no conspiracy today.
Right.
But something about her behind.
Yep.
I don't know.
But hey, look, only time will tell. Until then, I wish that young man the best, and hopefully
we're gonna see. Hold on, we're gonna see how they do baby girl, because that's her daughter. Let's see how free and willy-nilly they gonna let her. Watch that.
Yeah, true. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And like I said, I tread lightly on the subject because they're children, or the babies, as my auntie says. The babies.
Yeah, they are the babies. So we getting on the parents.
Yeah, we get on
the babies
parents.
Are safe.
Yeah.
The parents got problems.
Yeah,
that's when you need to go out.
Parents need to really chill out, and D Wade, he has to realize that while he was gone on the playing ball, he's traveling a lot, he's out and everything, those kids are left under the care of somebody else, and it's not Gabrielle, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But we'll move on to the next topic. Dang, if Pedro was here, he'd light this whole thing up, but
right.
We doing good. And the last one, before we get into the main, Walker versus Warnock. Herschel Walker on the Republican side, Warnock on the Democrat side in Atlanta going for Senate. I admit I don't know much about this election. I don't live in Georgia. Okay, but it seems to be a big deal. I mean, it's bringing out voters in record numbers. Maybe you can help educate us. What say you?
I'm gonna tell you right now, anything that has Herschel Walker in it, I have not been paying attention to. Maybe I need to.
Yeah.
But I just, I have not been up on any of the politics, and usually I do. I just can't. I just don't want to deal with it.
Me neither. Me neither. I'm so through with politics. I mean that. The 2016 and on, that just took it all out of me. I just don't know what to do anymore. At this point, I'm voting for whoever is going to lower these damn gas prices.
Right.
Get people back to work. Get this education back in line because I think, because of the pandemic, kids lost a whole damn 2 years of education, in my opinion,
Poor thing. It was, especially with the parents who don't know how to deal with the children. I had 4 virtually learning. And so I was running back and forth from room to room, helping and doing projects. And it was a lot for me by myself. So I know, and thankfully, I had just left my job 2 months before the shutdown.
Oh, okay.
For me to be, I was like, I wanted to pursue the different things I was doing on top of the fact that I needed to be home. And I didn't know why.
Right.
But next thing I know, they were shutting down. And I said, oh, this is why. So it was rough on me just running around with the fort and having the attention. Some parents don't have that attention and don't know how to work with kids. So a lot of children lost, like you said, a lot in these 2 years. And they got really behind. It's just crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. While there's the food prices, got to lower that. And last but not least, and I know they have nothing to, the president has nothing to do with this, but my local government here in Virginia, those damn toll roads. Okay, look, y'all got to stop adding money on the. I'm getting tired of paying those easy passes every day. I got to work out, drive on damn 66 going to Dulles Toll Road. Those who's listening and laughing and nodding their head right now, they know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. I'm getting sick of them damn tolls.
They are terrible.
I got to decide between my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yeah, I said Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks
and
is overrated.
And the toll.
Starbucks is overrated. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee and paying for the damn toll. And I'm getting tired of it.
Agree.
I'm tired of it. How am I supposed to pay tolls and I drive down the road and you still got construction going?
Hey, look,
what is it?
What are they doing?
Right.
Why? How many more lanes do you need to add?
Yeah.
Leave stuff alone.
Goddamn roadkill on the side of the road, whole deers and mooses and shit on the damn road. You know what I mean? That should be cleaned off if I'm paying all that damn money. Anyway, that's just my old man rant.
It's okay. You can vent. Let it out.
Yeah.
Let it out.
Oh, man. Pressure's up. Anyway.
Deep breath meditation.
Yes.
Deep breath meditation. That's stressful. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Lord.
I'm good. All right. Okay.
Okay. We're back.
Yes, sir. All right. Had to summon the spirit. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to get to our main topic of discussion. Okay. And while I'm queuing that up, the last time we did the show, we ended abruptly because I was so damn tired of the technical difficulties we had. So much so that we didn't get to get a proper introduction to you. And I know you're on some other platforms, but for those who are just tuning into WutSayU, don't know you from Adam, why don't you give them an introduction to you?
Okay, thank you.
And the different platforms that you're involved with. Okay.
So I am the Blue Phoenix. I am on several different podcasts. So I'm on a show called Inspiration Happy Hour with myself and three other ladies. Speak about just different topics. We interview people. We interview entrepreneurs, doctors, just anyone. We just have people come on and interview. We ask some questions. We like to promote different authors and just business people, just anybody that has something to share or that are doing something in the world. So that's Perspiration Happy Hour, and that's on every Wednesday at 7 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube. And then also I'm on another podcast called Both Sides of the Coin. It's myself and another gentleman, where we give the perspective of the male and female on any topic. So That's any topic that you have an issue with. Say, there's always a beef. There's always relationship beef between men and women because of the misunderstanding and the miscommunication. So we like to clarify those things from his perspective and mine. And the last show that I am on is called the No Filter Show. And the title is the show. Okay, we have no filter on that show. We talk about current events. We talk about pop culture. We have artists and we have different guests. We interview politicians, right? We interview just different people on that show. And that show gets kind of ratchet. It goes there. We go, kind of, well, not kind of. We go left a lot. And that show is on every Thursday from 8:30 to 10:30. Both sides of the coin is on every other Wednesday at 8:00. And both of those can be found on YouTube on Red Vision TV and also on Facebook on those pages.
Okay, cool. And I think Herspiration, didn't y'all do your last episode last week as far as for the season?
Yeah, last Wednesday we ended season 5 and we're going to season 6. So for the month of December, we're not going to be having any shows. We'll be coming back to you in January.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, and I have it queued up now. At least I think I do. You know how we do with the technical difficulties. I sometimes don't know how people get through this, but I'm gonna get through it. Damn it.
Breathe.
Yep. Yeah. So I thought I had it queued up. Okay. So as I was saying before, this episode is called Holiday Hype, and with everything that's happening, we're still expected. Whether it's as parents, as uncles, as aunts, we're still expected to make it happen, especially the fellas. Sometimes there's no excuse. If Junior want that new PlayStation 5, that PS5, you got to find a way to get it, or at least something like it. Some kind of just something. You know what I'm saying? And we can all only do what we can do. This society has turned very materialistic, in my opinion, and I get caught up in it too. I like nice things.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah, if I get a pair of tennis, it's got to be Nike. If I get a shirt, it's got to be Ralph. Is it Ralph though? It's got to be Ralph. You know what I mean? If I get a hat, it's got to be New Era fitted, 7-5/8 if I'm on your Christmas list. Don't laugh at my big head. That's why I cover it up. You know what I mean? So, just, we was watching, oh my gosh, we was watching, it was on a Sunday. It was raining outside. I don't know how we got to this. We were watching an old episode of Sweet 16. Remember Sweet 16 on MTV? Back in the day?
What?
Yeah.
That still comes on?
It doesn't,
but
it was
you can
on.
find it. No, I mean, not, but you can find it.
Yeah, we was going down the YouTube rabbit hole. Me and wifey, we have the Amazon Fire Stick where, flick in or whatever. And there was one where, I forgot who it was, but there was one where this kid, she got upset because she wanted a certain color. I'm going to say Porsche. It was a nice car, nice sports car. A certain color Porsche. She got a different color that her folks gave her, and she had the nerve to get an attitude about it. And I'm like,
that show
what?
always angered me because it's 16.
Yeah.
Not 96. Why are you doing all of that? That is just ridiculous.
Right. Now, why do I bring up that point on a show that was out back in 2000, I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? The reason why is because those kids grow up. You know what I mean? And they're 35 now, 36 now, Gen Z or millennial, whatever the hell. And some people still carry on that same attitude,
yeah, that is so crazy.
Yeah, especially in the States. And, there's people out here who can barely shop at Walmart, you know what I mean? And you got folks running around, with $400 sneakers and stuff like that. It's not hating on them, I mean, I own some things that, probably I paid way too much for, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, being born and raised here in the States, you know what I'm saying? You get caught up in all that,
I don't think anything's wrong with treating yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but then when you have the audacity to be privileged or think that you're supposed to have something and you're not supplying it for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I think you need not to sit. I think you need to sit down somewhere.
Right.
So I do have something that I pulled up while you're working on the thing. It says
Okay.
average Christmas spending, according to the latest data from the National Retail Federation, American consumers spend an average of $997.73 on gifts and holiday items each year.
Wow.
Each Christmas. That's approximately the same as the median pre-tax weekly salary of $1,001. Now, this was done August 6, 2020, so this is a new data. Yeah.
Wow.
That's average.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they can go above that or they can go below. That is crazy.
Yeah, there's people that they blow a bag, you know what I mean, and I've done it too, and I'm probably gonna do it next week. Spend all this money, it's just anyway. Pockets crying already from that. But let me go ahead and play this Chris Rock, fair use. Chris Rock, his joke about unconditional love, and you probably won't be able to hear this.
No, I've seen that before.
You know the joke, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and play it for the people, or at least attempt to play it for the people.
Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. Okay? I've never heard a woman in my life say, you know, after he got laid off, we got so much closer. No. I once heard my grandmother say, a broke man is like a broke hand. Can't do nothing with it. What kind of gangster shit is that? That's right. Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. That's right. Fellas, when you meet a new girl, what do your friends ask you? What she look like? Ladies, when you meet a new guy, what do your friends ask you? What does he do? What the fuck does that nigga do that can help you out? Can this motherfucker facilitate a dream or not? Even right now, Michelle Obama is looking at Barack going, what's your plans, nigga?
Hey, true story. Yeah, true story. So, yeah, you didn't get a chance to hear that, but you know the joke. You know, when it comes to conditional love, unconditional love, you know, children and mothers get unconditional love. You know, it's even as a crack fiend mama, you're always still a black queen mama. You know, unconditional love. That was the worst Tupac impression I've ever done. But as far as, you know, dads, fathers, you know, that kind of thing, whew, you know, men in general, not so much. Got to come through. You know, and
Now I agree, but I children give their fathers unconditional. Children just love unconditionally. So that part I don't agree. But as they get older, people get
One sec, yeah, getting that echo again. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get off of this thing. Maybe that'll help. Okay, let's try it again. All right. Okay, go ahead, Blue. Wheezy. You can go ahead and speak.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, okay,
You were
yeah.
going
You
out.
were going out. No, what I'm saying was, I think children, love their fathers unconditionally So I think for children, they love their parents unconditionally. For children, they love adults is where the conditions come in. I'll say teenagers.
Okay.
And,
And I'm trying to play it off because that echo is coming back again. I'm just wondering where it's coming from. Because it was going just fine. Like it was straight. Let me see if.
yeah, I wonder what happened.
Okay, I think I see. Okay. Give me a second. All right. Try it now.
Okay. How does it sound there? Okay. How does it sound there?
Still getting that. It's just the weirdest thing. Like you'll talk, and then 2 seconds later, the same thing you just said will repeat again.
It's something behind. It's something behind. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Do you have this show playing in the background somewhere else? By any chance?
No.
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 Okay. Let's see if it's on my OBS. More scene options. All right, let's try that.
I'm on my phone, so it's nothing else.
Yeah, okay. All right, try to talk again.
Hello.
Okay, you sound good. I can hear you. Hopefully the rest of the world can hear you. Yeah, you should be straight now. Let's go with that. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Go on ahead and say what you were gonna say. I can hear you. I'm just getting up real quick, but I can hear you.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. No, all I was saying was, I think dads get unconditional love from children too. I think the children just give unconditional love to their parents, and then they turn thinking teenagers, and then they don't love anybody. Also, I do agree that men don't get the grace. We do get a lot of forgiveness. We're even saved from being looked at as a predator in society. So that goes to show you how much men do not get a pass. I don't know what it is. I think because we're jurors and we're the ones with children and everything that it's just automatic love. But fathers sacrifice and give just as much of their love. It's fair that men don't receive the same unconditional love as mothers do and women do.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. And I see what Chris Rock is saying.
Right, you do get it.
I think it's more in the as far as on the dating / marriage aspect, or meeting the one or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's true. That they mainly ask the ladies. So what does he do? What does he do for a living? What's his paper like? What's going? You got the house. You got the. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And also, some of the source material that I sent you also had to do with the craziness of the shopping. You know what I mean? Now it's not so much as it was as before, but if you recall back in we can go. This is pre, I guess, Amazon. People used to stand outside, damn near overnight on Black Friday, to get in for that doorbuster sale. I'm talking about people getting run over, and it was all kinds of madness. And I'm saying this as I'm queuing it up. I saw some footage from let's see. Let me pick one at random here. 11 years ago, Thousand Oaks Mall, California. I'm going to try to cue this up for the people to see. And it's, the classic standing in line for that big sale, for the doorbuster sale, right. And I used to do it too, I still remember I was living in Baltimore. I went to a Walmart out there, and the lady I was dating at the time, she wanted a bread maker. So I went to go get this bread maker because I saw, in the paper, yes, the paper, right? There was a sale on these bread makers, and I was trying to get there early.
I love the paper.
Yeah, so I was trying to get there early for the doorbuster sale, to get the new this new bread maker, and it was like something in a movie. In the middle of the aisle, there was that one last bread maker left. I'm looking at it from one end of the aisle. There's an older lady, and I'm horrible for this. There's an older lady looking at it from the other end, from the other end of the aisle, and we looking at each other like, okay, who's gonna go for it first? And I ran over there, and yes, I got that bread maker. Yes, I did. And she gave me the dirtiest look. It was crazy. And then on that same day when I was there, I was trying to get a video game for my cousin. I forgot what video game. It might have been Super Nintendo, or it wasn't Super Nintendo. It wasn't that. No, I'd say PlayStation. Trying to get this new game, and I set the game down for a second. I just set the game down for a second just so I could move a bike out of the way. There was like a bike in my way or whatever, and my hands were full. I didn't even bother to get a basket. That's how much I was trying to get through and get whatever I was trying to get. And there's a guy with his daughter, and I guess the bike was for his daughter, and he gave me the meanest look. He was giving me that look like, you trying to take my daughter's bike? I was like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was insane. It was crazy. But I'm going to try to pull up some old footage from back in the day here, if I can find. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong scene. Yeah, as you can see, there's a whole mob, a whole crowd. Well, you can't see it, but the people. And this was at Urban Outfitters at a mall. I'm just trying to picture all clamoring and waiting to get in.
Oh, it's gonna get crazy. Oh my God. It's gonna get way crazy.
Whoa, girl. Whoa. Get in the shop.
You'll see this on the
Oh, they're pushing on the fence. It's gonna break down.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna get nuts. Just focus on that gate. Oh, dude, that is Narbuckles.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is only 11 years ago. Now it's the same amount of people online shopping.
Oh, dude.
When this many people want a sale, things could get nuts.
Things could get boosted hard.
Yeah, too many people want to save $1.
Yep. That's so many people.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is not good. Someone's gonna die.
Oh, they turned the lights out. Oh, they're filming it from the inside. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
People are gonna start pushing. Oh gosh.
There it comes. I wonder if people are gonna slip underneath it.
Yeah, that's just that's crazy. And let's see. Weezy's telling me that service is going in and out here, so I'm gonna try to correct that situation. But as you can see, oh man, that was Thousand Oaks Mall, California, 11 years ago, and nowadays it's exchanged for Amazon and Walmart online and eBay and all others. You know what I mean? So same amount of cardboard boxes and trash outside after the holiday, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's how crazy it gets here, and in other places around the world, but here especially. All right, I'm gonna try to reconnect Wheezy real quick here. Okay, I see you. Oh, how you going? Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I can see you.
Okay. Yeah, my stuff going out, in and out.
Oh, okay. All right. It might be when I share that screen. That's what I'm thinking.
No, it's sometimes it happens here too.
Oh, okay.
I'm in DC, so sometimes service is just,
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm in Alexandria. I got better service. No, I feel you. I understand. So I just showed some video at Thousand Oaks Mall 11 years ago, Thousand Oaks Mall, California. It was an insane stampede about to go into Urban Outfitters out there. And it's like, people outside saying, please take my money. And I used to be one of those people. I was.
Right.
I'd be right there early Friday morning. I'd be there either on my own or with my brother and sister, or if my mom wants to go and do some Black Friday shopping, I got to go with her, because I can't let her get run over and stuff like that. And I would be the gopher. She'd be like, "Oh, go get that. I'm trying to go get," and I'm running and grabbing, stuff, Yeah, but it was kind of fun at the same time. Is that a bad thing to say? I don't know.
The adrenaline.
Yeah.
The adrenaline.
Being first to get that sale, or being first to get, just for it to be worn and not worn again next year, or to be sitting in a corner somewhere. I got presents I bought for people. I bought some special someone an ice cream maker. We have yet to make any ice cream with it. It's just sitting there in the kitchen.
Oh goodness!
And I love ice cream. And when we want to go out for ice cream, I'm like, yeah, let's get some ice cream. But I go out and I spend for ice cream when I have an ice cream maker sitting right there in my kitchen. Yes, indeed. And that's another.
That's so funny.
Yeah, this is like it's like a therapy session right now with that. But yep, that amongst other things that I bought and it's just sitting. And it's
just sitting around. I feel you. I got a food process in the cabinet. Only used like 2 times, 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I don't know why we do it.
Yeah, and there's another report here about the lack of shoppers as well. So I'm going to try to show that too. If it's the case that you start to fade in and out or whatever, that's probably why. So we're going to try it again, and that's probably going to be the last of me sharing a screen. Other than that, the consumer report that we'll go over real fast. So there's a news report about the lack of shoppers. And when I say lack of shoppers, it doesn't mean a lack of shoppers consuming goods, because we always consume goods. But about the lack of shoppers physically going out to the store. So I'm going to go ahead and let that roll real quick. If I can get it up. Up here. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, while I'm trying to cue that up, have you done your Christmas shopping yet? Are you done with it?
No, I didn't plan on going Christmas shopping. I usually don't. My Christmas shopping. I usually don't. They usually go with their dad for Christmas. They usually go with their dad for Christmas. I might get some things. So I might get all year round. But I'm not wasting my money for one day. I'm wasting my money for one day. I'm just all year. They get stuff from me all year. And so I might get them a little something. And so I might get them a little something. But I'm going overboard. I'm not going overboard.
Okay. And I might have a little trouble trying to pull. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. Damn.
Like my children are 20, 15, 9, and 7. So of course my 9 and 7-year-old still get certain things, and my 13 and 15 certain things for. My 20-year-old, he probably just wants money.
Yeah.
And even the 15 and 13-year-old probably just want money. But I'll get them something. But I don't really get too much of anything in December because I'm getting stuff all the time. So
okay. And even through all that echo, I heard all the ages of your children, and woo, that's a shopping list.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. We're working through it. That's a heck of a shopping list, and yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some money too.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. And it looks like I'm having trouble pulling up the news report. Anyway, I will summarize it since I actually watched it before I queued it up. Yeah, so the news report's just saying how, it's just the same preparations that they made, years ago, they made now, as far as the barricades and making sure there's enough security and things like that for the shoppers. They're expecting those heavy crowds to come to the malls and everything. But with the combination of the internet and inflation, of course, prices going up, there's a lot of people that are out of work and things like that. So, funds are limited. They didn't get as much of a crowd. And there were actually folks outside saying that, dang, and young folks at that, like, wow, we came out here hoping there's going to be a crowd, and, and they were just able to walk through and get their gifts and come out. You know what I mean? And no lie, I was like, man, I kind of wish I was out there to get some of those deals, but trying to save more money than spend this year. But yeah, they were talking about how that was the result of their shopping. So, it's that shopping that keeps the machine moving, I guess. I mean, that's what it's all about, All right, and I'm still trying to, let's see, I'm just going to give up on this here and get to the little report. If I can. Oh, no, wait. Might be getting something. And through all this that we're doing, I bet you Pedro's having a much better time than we are trying to get this thing rolling. So, I know he's having fun on that boat. He actually wanted to do the show today with us. It's his first cruise, so he wanted to, share that moment with us, which would have been dope. But I told him, I mean, when it comes to a cruise, you're going to be sailing, you're going to be drinking a lot, eating a lot, and stuff. It's a good time when it comes to a cruise ship. And looks like I lost Wheezy again. Let's see if I can pull up different kind of report here.
Shoppers were expected to turn out in record numbers on Black Friday, but thin crowds were seen outside stores on what has historically been the busiest shopping day of the year. At this Best Buy in suburban
Yeah, I was just playing that news report about Black Friday deals are here, but not the shoppers. Oh, here it goes. Okay.
suburban Chicago, only about 30 shoppers braved the cold and stood in line before the store opened at 5 a.m. on Friday. Deal catcher Kevin said he was glad to be there.
But I feel pretty good finally getting a PS5. It just, sacrificing some sleep to get it.
Rain deterred shoppers from physically going to the stores in other parts of the country. At Macy's flagship store in New York City, which was cloudy with occasional